Welcome to my views on news. Well, just a few minutes ago, Getachew Reda, Tigray's interim administrator, concluded his first speech as a Tigray region's head. What did he say? Because this speech is his policy speech. That is what he plans to do during his tenure as Tigray interim government head. We were waiting for this speech, and it was definitely speech of a leader. He mentioned several key issues. Did he mention the primary responsibility which he has been tasked with? Holding a free and fair elections. What is his message for Amhara region and Eritrea? Yes, he sent a very strong message to the Amhara region, to Amhara forces. What did he say? Details for you. Firstly, viewers, Getachew Reda spoke on several issues in this speech. He talked about return of IDPs and refugees, that Tigrayans have been displaced in Ethiopia, outside Ethiopia, and they are suffering. So the government, transitional government, interim government, Getachew, will ensure the return of these IDPs and refugees to their homes. Secondly, he talked about the need for building of institutions, that Tigray's educational institutions, healthcare institutions, they've been destroyed. Children could not attend schools. Rebuilding of institutions is going to be government's another priority. And no one can disagree with these 2 points. Return of IDPs, refugees, rebuilding of institutions. Thirdly, he talked about the withdrawal of Eritrean military from Tigray. He said that Eritrean military was told to leave Tigray, but it has not completely left Tigray. So this is now official position of Getachew Reda, Tigray government head, that Eritrean military is still in control of Tigray territories. Eritrean government is silent, but Eritrean activists claim that there is no Eritrean military on Tigray soil now. And the areas where Eritrean military is deployed are parts of Eritrea, given to Eritrea by Ethiopia-Eritrea Boundary Commission decades ago. But now Getachew's position is that Eritrean military is still deployed to parts of Tigray. Fourthly, very importantly, he sent a strong message to the Amhara region, Amhara politicians, Amhara ruling elite. He said Amhara forces are committing ethnic cleansing of Tigrayans. Tigrayans are being expelled from southern and western Tigray. Southern and western Tigray are part of Tigray. Volkayt, Raya, both are part of Tigray. Amhara forces are deployed to Raya, Volkayt, and Salamati. They must withdraw from these areas. If Amhara forces, Amhara politicians have any issues, any disputes with Tigray, the disputes can be resolved at the table in accordance with Ethiopian constitution. So Getachew basically said that Tigray will never make a compromise on Tigray's borders. Tigray's borders will be restored to November 2020 position when this war broke out. Very strong message to Amhara politicians from Getachew Reda. Fourthly, Getachew mentioned the need for accountability, for justice. He said Tigrayans suffered a lot. Yes, they deserve to get justice. But no mention of international inquiry, UN inquiry, ongoing to determine who are the perpetrators. And we know that Ethiopian government is trying to put an end to the mandate of UN inquiry commission. Getachew did not say a word about UN inquiry commission, though we have seen that last year Tigray was putting pressure upon Ethiopian government, upon international community to ensure that UN inquiry commission is allowed to visit areas where human rights abuses were committed, and Ethiopian government is held accountable, Eritrean government as well. But no mention of need for international inquiry into human rights abuses committed in Tigray. Why? Because we know that Ethiopian government has reached an understanding with the US and West. Mandate of UN inquiry commission is going to expire in September. Mandate will not be renewed. Tigray will remain silent. It will keep on issuing empty statements. No statement this time, no mention of UN inquiry commission. That is what my translator told. That is what a friend, another friend who translated the entire speech, he told. There is no mention of UN inquiry commission in this speech by Getachew Reda. Very importantly, he talked about the need for separation between party and government. Very important point. For holding of election, obviously, Getachew will have to act as Tigray administrator. He will have to give space to all players who are going to participate in regional election. He said there must be separation between the party and government. So though he was nominated by TPLF, elected by TPLF's executive committee, now appointed by PM Abiy, because he was nominated by TPLF, but he says now he is the government. So there he is not representative of TPLF only. There must be separation between government and party. How will this statement of Getachew be received within TPLF? That we'll see in coming days. But so far he's saying that he represents all Tigrayans. Tigrayans should unite. It is an important phase in their struggle. They have suffered a lot. This is time for healing the wound, time for rebuilding, reconstruction, settling disputes through dialogue. No war. Importantly, what is primary responsibility of Getachew's government? Holding a free and fair election in Tigray. If this government solves all the issues, but election is not conducted in a free and transparent manner, Getachew will be remembered as an administrator who did not deliver. He just touched upon the need for separation of party and government, but he did not speak in detail about need for having, for conducting free, fair, transparent elections in Tigray, which is his and his government's primary responsibility. Maybe Tigray interim government wants to resolve the dispute with Amhara region over Wolkayet and Raya before holding regional election. They don't want to hold election while Raya and Wolkayet are under Amhara forces. Because if election is held in other parts of Tigray, it would be considered as if TPLF, Tigray government have surrendered Raya and Wolkayet to Amhara forces. The way he sent a message, strong message to Amhara people, Amhara politicians, it's clear that Tigray administrator, Tigray government wants to resolve the dispute over Raya Wolkayet. It wants to retake these areas and then election will be held. Question is, if Tigray interim government could not retake Raya and Volkai through negotiations, what is next? Will election be delayed? Very important questions. We'll try to find answers in coming videos. Case for accountability has been put on the back burner. There will never be accountability. TPLF, Tigray government, inter-government, they have made compromise. That is why he touched on these subjects, but mainly he talked for the restoration of Tigray's territorial integrity, rebuilding of Tigray, return of refugees, provision of aid, etc., etc. Overall, Getachew tried to give hope to Tigrayans. The Tigrayans are resilient. They can regain what they have lost. What is needed is unity. Let's see how this message is received in Tigray, within TPLF, in Addis Ababa, in Amhara region too. Because an anti-TPLF alliance is in the making in Addis Ababa. I did a video on that a few hours ago. Thank you for watching.